Welcome to my channel. My name is Silynthia, and I'm your mom who's trying to get her family to financial freedom. I have a part-time job. I also have an Etsy shop with I'm Cassie J Budgets and Vlogs. I'll link our shop as well as our freebies down below so you can grab them if you'd like. Today we're going to work on our sinking funds. I have a couple changes I need to implement, and then we'll go from there. Let's see how much we're stuffing today. 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. I have $190 that I'm working with today. Yay! For those of you who are curious or new, anything like that, I save a little bit at a time in my savings challenges. And once I save that money in my savings challenges, then I reallocate the funds to my sinking funds. So there's a couple things we need to do first. I decided to make a binder for my kiddos and then also a binder for myself. So I'm going to remove both of these sinking funds envelopes, and we will leave the others in here until I can figure out my game plan. So basically this one will just be left as a catch-all family sinking funds binder. I think that's what I'm leaning towards. So since I have this binder out, let's go ahead and put a little bit of cash in here. Let's put $10 into car maintenance. And car maintenance now has $20, $30, $40. All right, and then we'll put $10 into home, which at the time you're seeing this, because I'm filming a little bit earlier than this date, I am probably going to be spending some of this cash. We'll see. $10, $15, $20, $25. All right, next up is safety net, and we're going to add, let's add $60 here. I decided to take some time off in the month of June for my kiddo's birthday, and so I have to be able to pay myself. So I'm going to have to adjust my funds however necessary to make sure I can afford to actually take this time to pay myself. Safety net now has 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 160 there, which is a fantastic start. I have the rest of this month and part of June to beef this up, so I'm going to work really hard at that. See what I can do. All right, so now that our family binder is completed, let's go ahead and pull out this. This is not a challenge. It's just a savings binder that I was putting together to do something for my kiddo's birthday. Because the items they're requesting are so expensive, I am ending this plan to do something aside from getting them their expensive gift. So I wanted to remove this money so I can put it into my boys binder for their birthday. So let's all stay together here. It's a mess, but it will all work out. Hopefully in the end it'll all make sense. So this is my kiddos binder, my kids, Victor and Vincent. For now, let's get to birthday. Birthday, let's see here. We're gonna just put all this cash towards their birthday. One of my kiddos wants a MetaQuest. They already have a MetaQuest 2, a MetaQuest 3S, but this one wants the MetaQuest. It's like 500 plus gigs or something like that. I'm not familiar. I don't really know the terminology, but apparently it's a better MetaQuest, and he wants that one. And trying to sell them, they're not valued. Once they're purchased, they're just not valued at a high enough amount to actually sell it. So we may just hang on to it, the other two that they have, but we shall see. And then my other kiddo wants a PlayStation 5, so that's what I'm working towards saving. Let's see here. I thought I had some bigger bills. Maybe I do. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Let's just put birthday money here. 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Wow, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. Okay, So the 97, how about we put 5 more bucks in there? So we're over 100. So is that 102? I think that's 102. We're not going to recount this, but we're going to put it all together and see how much money we have in total for their birthday. I do have some money put aside in the bank that I'm not touching. I can't give you the exact amount that is in the bank because I don't know for sure. I think it was either $400 or $500. I'm going to have to check on that. Then we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. Well, let's see here. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130. Seemed like it would be more. 130, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. So I have $172 here, and I am glad about that because I think that art will help quite a bit. I think we should go ahead and put this there too. This was typically for spending, and should we keep spending money? No, because we have some fun money. Okay, so sorry you guys, we are going to add this other $20 here, and now I don't remember how much we had. Okay, sorry, 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92. $192 for birthday. Now, for those of you who are interested in knowing, I do have a savings challenge going. That is my Save 225 in 2025, and that is for my kiddo's birthday. I also have Letterbucks going, which should save $50. So I'm going to keep focusing on those to try to get me to the end of the month, and then I'll do a check-in and see where that's at. I want to give myself enough time to order the items if I need to, or go into store and order, or go into store and get the items that they're requesting. So that way I'm ahead of the game. I'm not shopping around on their birthdays. So kind of a weird plan, but my youngest kiddo, his birthday's on the 12th. My other kiddo, his birthday's on the 27th. So I'm giving them both their big gifts on my youngest son's birthday, and then we're gonna have like cake and ice cream on my other kiddo's birthday. That's what we're thinking so far, since funds, you know, they want these expensive gifts. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, so let's see what else we need to work on. Let's put some money to back to school. Back to school. We only have a little bit of cash left. How about we put, let's put $5 for now. We have 100, 20, 40, 60, 65. So 165 back to school. Birthday we've already taken care of. Clothing, let's put $5 in there. I did go through my kiddos' clothes and pulled like their hoodies and stuff out. Kind of waiting until the end of school year to take their pants, so that way they'll have their shorts and shirts for summer. And then also I need to see, like, do they have enough to get them through the summer. The growth spurts are real. 50, 60, 65, 70 for clothing. I would love to not have to spend anything for summer and just hold on to this for back to school, you know, purchasing clothing, but either way, it's okay, as long as we have it. All right, this is what I was talking about. We have $55 in fun. Let's add $5 more. And once again, like I said, I feel my head, so this is probably going to be gone. We have an adventure that we're talking about heading out to enjoy. All right, Victor, let's give him $5. And this is just like, if they say, Mom, that's how they sound to me. Then I have a couple dollars to give to them. Once again, they typically like their money on Cash App, but 5, 10, 15. So I might just put the money in the bank. Let's add $5 for my other kiddo, Vincent. And between the two of them, Vincent's more low key. He doesn't come bombarding me for cash every time there's an update or every time there's a new something in the game. He's pretty chill. He makes it work. Victor, on the other hand, Mom, how can I work for money? I need some money. So dramatic. All right, so Vincent now has 5, 10, 15 as well. Yay. Okay, so my kiddo's binder is taken care of. I feel better about combining that envelope from my family binder now, and I probably need to work on getting some change here. how about we do this? Take some of these 20s. 5, 10, 15, 20. And then that way, I can break it down in the other binders if I need to, because this one is going to be a little bit bulkier amount when it's done. Okay, that makes me feel better. Set that off to the side. I'm not even certain it's in frame. All right, so kiddos, done. Family binder, done. Let's see here. So we have, this one is my mommy binder. I'm not certain. I'm going to pull out my Christmas binder. I wasn't going to, but I think it's probably a good idea to just put something into Christmas. But for now, let's focus on our, well, this is my mommy binder, and this is just cash for me to make sure I am living my best life as well. So first up is health. We're going to put $5 there. Should we put 10? Let's start with 5 and then we'll figure it out from there. All right, and then self-care. Self-care got down to 40 bucks. I did go get a pedicure, and I will tell you, I got a pedicure a while ago, and I keep saying I'm going to keep getting them because they are such a good way to take care of yourself, but especially in my case because I work and I stand on my feet all day when I work. So this pedicure was incredible. The service was amazing, the massage was amazing, but she was very just attentive. It was incredible. It was almost like she had just got trained and it was her first day. You know how that your first day of work you're seeking perfection. It was amazing. And so I was like, okay, I'll never go anywhere else now. Thanks a lot, woman. You ruined it for me. But yeah, it's like, oh, that's so nice. So I am going to keep working on pedicures, but I also want to figure out what are other ways that I can provide self-care to myself. And I understand like spending time alone, so I do have an envelope for that. And I do understand like doing things that I like without any guilt attached. That was one of the things, like coming into 2025, it was like I really want to enjoy my life. And so self-care, I was like, of course I can get my nails done, and I was thinking about that. So we'll definitely check on that. But this self-care envelope that was in my family binder had $20, $40, $60, $65, $70, which is a ton of money to be adding in here. So I think I want to put a little bit to my safety net. Let's see, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Let's put 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90 into my self-care, and then I'll put the other 20 into my safety net, because like I said, I do need to be beefing that up. And my other option, I was thinking, if absolutely necessary, pull all my cash together, whatever that is, so I can pay myself to take those 2 weeks off, because that's going to be more important down the line. Okay, my birthday. Let's go ahead and put, should we put $10? Let's put $10. 5, 10. My birthday is in August. I set up a binder to try to save some money, because I do want to go to the casino for my birthday, like really go, not just take a couple dollars, but I want to sometime, like once a year, well, I guess twice a year. My mom and I used to go to the casino, or we would go to Vegas, or we would do something. We would take guilt-free money and really enjoy yourselves, and a couple times come back with money. And so I would love to go venture out and eat and play at the casino, and take some pictures, just enjoy being a grown-up and doing those things. But anyway, let's see. So we have 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. And I think, yeah, I think we'll leave that for now. Like I said, my birthday's in August. I have some time to work on it. Okay. I got chit-chatting and dreaming about my birthday excursion that I don't know. Anyway, solo date. Now, this is just me spending time with me. Let's add $10 there. Let's add it. All right, and solo date now has $20, $40, $60, $70. I don't know what I'm going to do in terms of a solo date. Typically it is either going to the casino or to play bingo, something like that. I have gone to the movies and that type of thing, but I'll have to figure out what do I want to do. Maybe I'll just buy myself, go to the store and buy myself something special. We'll see. All right, so casino, let's add a couple dollars there. Let's add $5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, casino now has 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, $60. Okay. That's good. That's a good little chunk of change. Like I said, I'm going to keep working on it because I think that part is really important, to just have time for myself and do things that I want to do. Yay for choosing me. I think for now that one's good. I didn't grab my Christmas binder because I wasn't anticipating cash stuffing it. Give me a second. Be right back. All right, I grabbed my Christmas binder and I did mess up my setup here, knocking the camera down, but hopefully we got it back together. All right, so I have a small plan for Christmas because I am doing because I'm buying gifts for my kiddos for their birthdays that are high priced. Christmas is not going to be the same way. I'm going to do the best I can to try to accommodate, maybe get them something nice if they want a larger gift, but not to the extent of the way things are for their birthday. So let's go ahead and put some cash in these envelopes. First up, Victor, let's have $5. He now has 50, 70, 75, 80. And so I did set small goals. I'm not certain if they're gonna be what I follow, but for my kiddos I have a goal of $200. So let's see here. Adding 5 for Vincent, 50, 70, 75, 80. All right, and then Mommy, let's add $5. Mommy has a goal of $100. Just because the bulk of my Christmas money will be for me to take time off to be with my children. So that's just the way I've decided to have things go. Instead of gifts and anything like that, it would be mostly funds for me to take time off. So we have 20, 40, 45, 50, 55. I really have decided along the way at some point that stuff, while it is awesome to have, is not my main goal for, especially for Christmas. Spending time and having time in that time to unwind. At the end, I did it last year for Christmas where I took 3 weeks off. I want to take 4 weeks off this time, but we'll see. I really enjoyed having that time, not stressing about anything other than just enjoying my children and having time to do some days absolutely nothing. It was awesome. All right, so let's see here. We're going to add $5 here. So we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 45 for miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is decor or any activities if we want to go to lights, or if we want to donate money or anything like that. My goal is $50, but I think what I'll do is try to double that so that way I can give something. I don't know what it's going to look like at that time, but I think that would be a pretty awesome idea, because I've never really given. I've always been in a position where I couldn't, and so because I'm saving throughout the year, maybe this time I'll be able to. All right, so special gift is a gift from my mom to my kiddos. We're gonna add $5 there. So we have 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. This one is a goal of $100, $50 for each kid. So we'll see how that goes. I would totally love to make it $100 each, because I think the special gift from my mom this year will actually be a gift card, separate gift cards for each of my kiddos. So whatever I end up saving, I have plenty of time. We're not even halfway through the year yet, but there will be weeks where I can't put money in, and that's okay. But in the meantime, while I'm able to, I do want to. All right, so we've got 20 bucks going into my paid time off, and these envelopes stick to each other. PTO is my paid time off for Christmas, and my goal is to basically save how much I make each week. I'm in the process of trying to figure all of this out. So at this point, we're going to stick with that plan and then see if we can adjust it maybe where I can pay up my bills a little bit or pay up my rent or something. So then that way I'm not looking for that cash to try to pay myself. But we'll see. So my first week of PTO has 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 135. Perfect. Okay. Now, I have this $20 from my self-care envelope that we removed. And so we're going to add that to my safety net, and this $5 to my safety net as well. Let's see here. And I'm still working on my savings challenges, so then we'll be able to come back and continue saving and putting some money to sinking funds. Just lost my light, but we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 85. 185 is what I have on safety net. What I would like to see in here before June is at least $600. So I've got to really push, crank this one out. I do, like I said, have my other savings challenges going, so I will work on that. All right, so we've gone ahead and taken care of our family binder, which is amazing. Christmas, my kiddos binder, as well as my mommy binder. So I'm so glad to see that I'm back in the swing of things. Life happens every single day, and it's not always going to be perfect. It's not always going to work out the way we think it should or how we plan it to, but it doesn't mean we should be discouraged and not keep trying. If you watch my past videos, you will see there was some highs, some lows, some in-betweens, some just disbelief of not knowing what the heck, how am I going to do this? And along the way, people were motivating me, people were giving me small tips and tricks. And people were saying, if it works, do it. And I needed to hear those things because I was so overwhelmed with my feeling defeated that I was just like, oh man, this is not going to work. But look at me now. You guys, the little bit adds up. It makes a huge difference. This is not like thousands and thousands of dollars, but it is enough for me to take care of my family. It is enough for me to have time with my family. It is enough for us to make memories. And it is enough to know that it was all worth it. It is every single time I sit down here, every single time I color in a block, a heart, a circle, an image, and say, okay, I'm saving towards something. Maybe not saving necessarily, but putting money aside so we can have time together. All of that matters. So if you are at a position where you're saying, oh, I really can't do it, start with $1, start with $5. It makes a huge difference. It is so wild to think that doesn't seem like very much money. It isn't at first. It isn't. But when you start adding those dollars up, it makes lots of money down the road, where you can do things like, instead of going to Dollar Tree, taking your kids to Five Below, which was a huge accomplishment for me. And I mean, I think that sometimes we look at other people thriving and on vacations and things like that, and then we think, oh, I want that. That's not where we are right now. We've got to stay in our lane and be grateful for the grace that God has shown us and the financial blessings He's bestowed upon us, and do the best we can with it. That's where I am. And so you guys, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming back again. I think it's really important for me to express my gratitude, because without you guys, a lot of this would not be taking place, because of all the support I'm getting. I am getting my small YouTube paycheck, which ultimately is just a bonus paycheck for me to take care of my kiddos and have time with them. So I appreciate that. I don't think people understand the magnitude of how much it matters, especially to me, on this financial journey where I am discouraged or I am having wins or whatever, and you guys coming back to say, good job. Either way, I'm so grateful for this community, for you individually, those of you who comment every video. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I wait for some people to comment. I'm not going to say names because I don't want that to be pressure on them. But and then my channel members, oh, amazing. That's another thing. People are just saying, hey, look, you're doing great. Here, let me support your channel. Thank you. But that's it for now, guys. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. All of the things that can keep us connected. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.